This is the making of Black Myth Wukong, a mini documentary where you learn all about the making of Black Myth Wukong. All sources are taken from Yang Qi, the art director of Black Myth Wukong's social media account. So let's start. The art director said this: February 25, 2018, Feng Ji, the director of Black Myth Wukong, flew back to Shenzhen from Shanghai. The evening when he arrived in Shenzhen, and Feng Ji took a taxi back to his company from the airport. On the way back to work, he decided it was time to make a decision. Feng Ji called the other partners and asked them to come to the company for a meeting to discuss what to do next. At 2:00 in the morning, Feng Ji wrote down 3 roads for everyone on the whiteboard in the conference room. The first path is for everyone to concentrate on making a single-player action game. The second path is to make a popular RPG plus SLG mobile game. The third way is to divide into 2 teams. One team to do mobile games, and 5 or 6 people, another team, are ready to do a single-player action game. Everyone took the third option. Before receiving Feng Ji's phone call, Yang Qi sent a microblog, like a tweet. He knew what Feng Ji was going to say. I was sitting in Feng Ji's office on August 16, 2020, listening to him tell me the above story. Then he thought for a moment and told me that the 2 a.m. meeting wasn't really a turning point. It really not that dramatic, Feng Ji told me. We have discussed this for a long time. And I was looking through the business plan we wrote when we were financing in 2016, you know. To write this thing for financing, I looked the plan, found that there is a third of the content to write, that we are going to do a single-player video game I have now forgotten, and then I went to check the chat history. It really is. Feng Ji is the founder of Game Science Studio. In 2014, Mr. Feng and several of his longtime colleagues who had created Asura left Tencent to form Game Science. Several of the early works of Game Science were fashionable at the time. Yang Qi's art style is amazing and prominent, and Feng Ji knows how to make the game more stylish. By the beginning of 2018, Yang Qi had drawn a lot of concept drawings for this new game, and Feng Ji had already done some preliminary design. But Feng Ji
didn't see anything interesting on this game. I can't stand it anymore. You know what I mean, right? Feng Ji said to me, I can't stand it, which means that I don't really want to play this game. Although we all think that sooner or later we will begin our single-player video game, sooner or later. But we always feel that the time is not ripe, but Yang Qi didn't want to wait any longer. Once at dinner, Yang Qi resolutely proposed that the single-player video game must start now. Feng Ji told me, Yang Qi said that you can always find a reason not to start. There is not enough money, not enough people, conditions and all. Kinds are insufficient. If you wait like this, you may never start. But he felt that if he didn't, the company might not be attractive enough to him. So we started to talk about it in earnest. That afternoon, I met Yang Qi in Feng Ji's office. Compared to Feng Ji, his state seems calm and detached. I asked Yang Qi why he was so resolute in this matter. He said very easily. We also waited for a while. We have made some other games. You know, you must live first. I asked him the question again. He thought about it for a moment, then told me seriously. Because I don't think I can work like this for a few years. My body couldn't bear it. For example, I used to rotate for several days without weariness, but now I have to sleep after staying up all day. Moreover, people's creative life is limited. After deciding to play a single-player video game, Yang Qi was obviously in high spirits first floor for the project, and Yang Qi moved down the next day.
Anyways, guys, part 2 of the making of Black Myth Wukong is coming tomorrow. If this video gets 20 likes, I drop part 2 as soon as I can take.